Cap, episode 15 with Ray and Eugene. Say hello, Eugene. As always, say hi to everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Remember, on your way in, on your way out, like, follow, subscribe, share, add, all that fun stuff. Other than that, remember, check out the Antithesis album that's out on all platforms right now. Remember, check out the new YouTube. Go add that if you haven't already. R.I.P. Kylie. We ain't gonna forget about that one. We miss you. What else am I missing? Other than that, tell them what we're talking about tonight. That's what I'm missing.
We are talking about common misconceptions.
Common misconceptions. So it's like things we thought our whole life was something, but they really don't mean that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Or we thought our whole life were true, but aren't actually true.
Right. Let me share this as always. And then I don't even know who's in here, but hello everybody that's in here right now.
What up, everybody? I don't think anybody's in here.
And there's like 3 or 4 people it showed on my screen.
Yeah, it's not showing those on my end.
Yeah, you're always behind. Always behind.
A little bit.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. Alright, I shared that. You know, I gotta...
Oh, yeah, there's 5 people in here.
I gotta hit the inbox like I always do. Let me
What up,
pin
everybody?
this for everybody real quick.
Get in here.
Yeah, you know I always gotta send it to the ones that whatever you want to call it.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Alexander? What's up, Mom? What's up, Jamie? What's up, Alexander?
You said that already.
Yeah, but I was reading it on the line where it said they come in though too. So.
Right.
Damn, you're such an asshole tonight.
A little bit.
Anyways, other than that, I guess we get it to crack and I'll share it in the inbox. Somebody probably cuss me out because I didn't. I ain't gonna mention no names or nothing like that.
Right.
And if I send it to you and you're in here, it's just out of habit. You're in the list. Other than that,
flying around my house.
I know you got a list, don't you?
Of course.
Of
Always.
course. He said, of course. A horse is a horse, of course, of course.
Of course.
All
right. So we got 6 people in here. We'll get it cracking.
Watch this. He gonna talk shit. I'll send it to him in the other room. Just to be an asshole.
They're gonna start being all kinds of loud.
He'd be like, that's bullshit.
Right. All right, let's get this cracking.
Let's get it cracking.
All right, number 1 on our list. Milk is good for your bones.
Don't tell me you're going to tell me it's not good for my bones now.
It's not.
What?
It is not. All right.
And this is all factual, right? All this stuff. Okay,
it's all
okay.
Factual. All right, it says it's a myth that drinking milk can stop you from getting bone fractures or osteoporosis. In fact, if you drink a lot of dairy products when you're a teenager, you might be more likely to get bone fractures when you're older.
What's up, Devin? What's up, Vanity? See, that bugs me because I used to be a big milk drinker growing up, especially. So now you're telling me not only am I old, barely got any meat on my bones, but now I got to watch myself because I drank too much milk when I was little. So now my bones is going to snap in half when the wind blows too hard.
You might have brittle bones, man.
Right. I guess it is what it is. Can't do nothing about it now.
Right.
That's crazy, though. What's up, Myla?
I said this one on another one. Another one of our shows, but shaved hair grows back thicker.
It don't?
It don't.
I always thought that's why my beard was so coarse because I shave. Okay, maybe if you shave at a young age, it'll start growing.
So, all right, here's how this breaks down. Shaving doesn't change the color, thickness, or how fast the hair grows. All right, it might feel a bit coarser or stubbly when it starts to grow back, which can make it seem darker or thicker. But it's not actually changing.
He said, no, you're fragile, Ray. No, I am now. I'm going to have what you want to call it, a complex now. I ain't even drinking milk no more. Hurt my damn feelings.
That's funny.
Oh, That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. I know I'm old. Sorry.
We've heard this one all our lives. Sugar makes you hyper.
Man, you ain't gonna tell me it ain't, 'cause this speeds you up and everything. What you got? So
Okay.
it's a mental thing in my head, like the colors of foods.
Yeah, kinda, yeah. So it's been a long belief that eating too much sugar
What's up,
can make you
baby?
hyperactive, but science has found no clear proof of this.
No, I think
That said, it's possible sugar can still affect behavior in other ways, like changing how certain brain chemicals are made.
I was about to say. So that I mean, that's pretty much still making you hyper. It's like a drug. It gets your endorphins going. So it's still in a way, you know.
He said, if you like cow titty milk, then live your best life.
I did when I was little. That was before I knew any better. We was programmed back then. Once I was old enough to think for myself, it didn't make sense. I'm like, why every other animal drink their mother's milk and we over here sucking on the cow's udder? Didn't make no sense to me at all.
Like a lot of stuff.
And a lot of y'all sucking on the udder, whether you want to believe it or not, eating that ice cream, drinking that Starbucks and Dunkin'. That's all cow udder.
Hey, we do that.
I know. I was just saying.
I'm just saying, you can't be a hypocrite.
I wasn't so bad that I was in the field, like grabbing onto the udder or nothing, but, you know, I liked me some milk.
Right. Okay, here's one. All right, now, this one kind of shocked me. It said taste receptors are neatly grouped. So your taste buds are neatly grouped into flavors. So you got like salty, sweet, sour, hot, you know, and it said there, it showed a chart when we were going to school.
Yeah.
Your taste buds are lined up.
Well, and like the nutrient or whatever chart had the bread, the eggs, the milk, and yeah, I remember all that.
It says, we often think that taste receptors for salty, sweet, bitter, and sour are all located in certain parts of the tongue, but that's not true. Actually, these receptors are spread out all over the tongue.
Oh, that's another thing. No, I swear to God, I just read something the other day pertaining to this that says that what's this? Oh, there is not different areas on your tongue for different tastes, like sour, hot, cold. It's all one receptor.
Yeah, it's
more or less.
All together.
Yeah, but remember in school they spread it out on the tongue and marked it off, and okay. I was just hearing what you said different and wasn't making sense to me, but yeah.
I should have said taste buds.
Yeah, okay, that made sense.
They label the taste receptors. So.
Okay, yeah.
No,
I needed that in ghetto terminology. No.
Right. No, but they label
What's up,
it like
Century?
that. You know, we've seen it on the chart like that, and that's how I thought the tongue
What's
worked.
up, Jacob, the famous Jacob?
What up, Jacob?
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense. Because anytime something's like fried off my taste buds too, I always feel it in the same area.
Right.
So it would definitely, I agree with that. Remember, hit that like button on your way in or on your way out if you haven't already. Thank you.
All right, this one. All right, the doctor just said this to us when we took the baby in for a checkup, and I'm just looking at her like, what? All right, he said urine is sterile, which means it's clean. There's no bacteria, no nothing in it.
How is that when I thought urine was your kidneys filter and your liver filtering out the poison?
And all right, so it says
they trying to Mandela us.
It kind of. The myth says pee is totally clean, which is what the doctor said. The doctor swears by it.
Okay.
Swears by it, right? In reality, even healthy people have some bacteria in their urine, so that is not completely clean.
Yeah, I was going to say, because it's filtering out all the bad stuff out of your system.
You're filtering out waste from your body, so how is that going to be sterile?
Vanity said, and babies, it's clean. Yeah, see, I don't know much about that. It just sounds weird to me because you think out of anything to babies.
Just babies that it's clean? Is that how that works?
What's up, Scott? It might be a thing.
It was our pediatrician, so...
Right, yeah, because that sounds weird to me. That sounds super weird to me.
Because, I mean, that's literally your
body. Oh, she said until
okay.
they eat processed food.
Okay, so...
That would make sense to an extent, yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot more
I
sense.
learned me something new today. I like that.
Me, me too.
Winning.
No,
But
that's yeah. I just found it funny that she swore by that, you know, and
yeah, considering what we was taught, what your urine is
right,
and things of that nature. Yeah.
you know,
So
that it's
yeah,
a waste product.
great. Yeah, that's crazy. That's super crazy to me.
This
Good,
one,
good. That's how we all doing. We're doing good. We're talking about common misconceptions we was taught that are actually, like, I guess, not true.
this one, diamonds from coal.
I'm listening. You got to finish this one because I love me some diamonds.
Yeah, I'm about to. All right, so if you compress coal for a very long time under high pressure, eventually you'll waste an incredible amount of time. You're not getting a diamond.
I call bullshit. You want to know why? Because I know a lot about diamonds, and that's in a nutshell how they're creating lab diamonds.
No, they're using carbon.
Motherfuckers are still compressing it, and carbon.
Is not the same.
It's damn near coal.
It's not.
Damn near.
It's not. All right. So
What's up, Deborah?
Diamonds form from a separate process that has nothing to do with coal. Much deeper below.
They should have been much more specific than that because there's a lot of different types of diamonds too nowadays.
Diamonds, yeah, they are.
There's deposit diamonds you can find in clay here in America. There's all kinds of shit like.
Yeah, but it's carbon compressed and goes under a lot more fit than
right. Yeah. No, I get.
Well,
yeah, there's minerals and actually nature and all that involved.
Right.
And
there's a lot more to the process.
Right.
Than, putting coal under high pressure and heat.
Yeah, that would make sense. I get it.
But that's
this show's starting to make me feel really offended tonight. I'm like everything we've talked about. I'm like, why?
No, but I mean, they told us that during school.
Yeah.
You take coal and you put it under high pressure and you get a diamond eventually.
And when they explain lab diamonds, that's in a nutshell how they explain it in simple terms. They try to.
Yeah, but it's carbon. All right, coal's a carbon-based, thing, but it's not carbon.
All right, look here, you motherfuckers. Red flag. I never said it was the same as carbon. I said it was close. I said almost. This is why I hate y'all on this show. But nah.
No, I
get what.
That's what the schools taught us.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I mean, they specifically said coal.
Yeah,
you
they
take
did.
The coal and you
put it under pressure, right?
And heat and pressure, and eventually you'll get a diamond.
Yeah, they made it seem like you go get a press and some coal, and yeah.
Right.
And you're gonna make you some diamonds, right? But.
All right, this one. We've heard this one all growing up. Being cold causes colds.
No, see, that's another thing I learned a long time ago, or going outside barefoot, or being wet in the cold, no, viruses cause viruses, people. It's common sense. Yeah. There ain't it did get cold outside, and there's a virus floating around, so when you sniffle, you're going to catch a cold. That ain't how it works.
Yeah, but I mean, we all heard that, growing up, and...
But you can get other things from the cold, like you can mess yourself up.
All right, so it says your parents would have you think a puffer jacket is your last line of defense against the common cold. The common cold is a virus, like you said.
Yeah.
And lack of mittens has nothing to do with getting infected.
No, at all.
Yeah, see, that's...
No, a puffer jacket wasn't what I was told was going to save me. It was the goddamn motherfucking Wonder Bread bags on my feet and my boots.
Right.
Or the socks on my hands instead of gloves. Y'all ain't hip to that one.
If you're walking around licking frozen telephone poles, you need help.
You need stuck to that pole.
You need stuck to the pole, and you need help.
And and I know you lick, and I know you licking windows at home too, you old window licker.
You don't do it. Stop it.
He's got a point, though. It will build a good immune system.
Stop it.
We was drinking out of water hoses and eating mud pies.
We were. But, I mean, that's I mean, we were outside and we couldn't go inside.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, here's one. The Lion King fucked everybody up on this one.
Kuna Matata means no worries.
Yeah, Kuna Matata. All right, so the myth says hyenas are only scavengers who rely on lions to kill for them. Hyenas are not scavengers.
Well, I've heard they were scavengers. I never heard they depended on lions to.
Well, I mean, they have to depend on something bigger to kill, like any
Right,
big cat
right.
or big predator.
And then go steal it from them. I get it. It's not like they're technically having them do it. They just watch them and yeah.
Yeah, but I've been watching a lot of animal stuff, and hyenas they're good hunters by themselves. What are we red flagging?
I don't know, because Clay and red flag, they fucked with my OCD.
He's always doing that.
So, you know, if y'all don't hit that like button tonight, I'm going to spaz.
Please and thank you. We appreciate
it. He said when they band together, they are beasts. Well, yeah, it's like a pack of dogs.
So it says hyenas are great hunters who are more likely to have their own hunts stolen from them by a lion. Yeah,
I watch a lot. I watch that animal stuff, and they'll do things. They'll use one group to distract the bigger animals, and then run in with the other group and steal their stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, but they can kill for themselves though, you know.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what the thing is saying. They're saying hyenas were scavengers and don't hunt for themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're pack animals. They're, you know, pretty much wild dogs.
Stop with the dolphins.
What? This one. And yeah, I understand this one. All right, so it says don't suck venom out of a bite. And we've all seen that and heard that, like, if you get bit by a snake or whatever, you know, suck the poison out. Don't do that.
You ain't never lie, Shay. Never lie. They jaw pressure is around 600 pounds. Said Ray is spazzing out. You all right, bro? No, it's been a long day actually, and it's that bad day I don't talk about too much, as I said. Of course, rest in peace, Kylie. But no, I'm not spazzing. I just feel offended because of all this shit I was told growing up. So you know, now I'm like, wow, what kind of Mandela effect is this? Like when they tried to tell me that Fruit of Balloons didn't have no damn basket with the fruit, I knew that was bullshit.
It's called a cornucopia.
Yeah, what the fuck ever, cornucopia.
I mean, no, that's what the basket's called.
Yeah, I know what you was talking about.
Yeah. But,
no, I thought it was the corn that wasn't in the fruit.
No, but that is a weird Mandela effect, knowing good and damn well we all seen that with the fruit in the basket and all that, so.
Right. Yeah.
No, but, all right, this one says, don't suck the venom out of a bite. If you get bit by a snake or whatever. So it says, sucking poison can contaminate the wound and damage nerves or blood vessels. You may also harm yourself. Yeah, you start sucking out poison, you're
putting it back into your body.
Yeah, so
I mean, I'm sure you could suck it out and then, like, try to spit it out as long as you don't absorb it. Right. Yeah, it's like recycling it. Yeah, it's like you're recycling it. Actually, you're probably putting it into your stream quicker and spreading it faster that way.
Yeah, you're going to die.
Thank you, Shay. But, yeah, no. That is weird, though.
Yeah, but I mean...
But it's weird, too, that venom makes anti-venom, too, you know what I mean? So that's weird, too. But, you know, snakes being serpents and being... That's another fun fact, and being as deadly as they are, their venom is used for a lot of cures and a lot of different diseases and things like that. So... Go shower and get to bed night, y'all. Night, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Later.
Thank you, Vanity. But, yeah, it's not about me, but thank you. It's about them babies and that mama. But I do appreciate the support. I definitely do. Yeah, that is weird to me, though. But I've never been bit by a snake, so I wasn't never sucking out no venom. So, But when I be on the road, like, you know, doing them other jobs and contracts, and I'm traveling all over the country, like, say I got to get out and piss or something like that, and it's dark, like, I gotta, or when I got people out working, you know, and say they're in neighborhoods walking around, I gotta remind them, I'm like, hey, you're not in Ohio. I'm like, watch where you're stepping, watch where you're going. I'm like, you can get messed up real quick.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and you be out in the desert states.
Yeah. What's up, James?
All right, this one. And, you know, this is what I thought defibrillator paddles were for. All right, so it says you would use CPR, not paddles, if someone flatlined.
Say that again.
You would use CPR, not paddles, if someone flatlined, not the defibrillators.
Okay, to me, well, because I know a little medical, like I ain't no fucking doctor or genius, but I would think, depending on the situations, like if you quit breathing because it's a breathing problem, yes, CPR. But I would think if your heart stopped, use the defibrillators. But I get it, because stop breathing can make your heart stop, or vice versa.
Okay, so defibrillators are not used to restart your heart.
No, it's to shock you.
No, so defibrillation is used when someone is experiencing rapid heart contraction. So your heart...
Yeah, it knocks it back into a rhythm. Yeah, shock you.
Into the steady rhythm.
Yeah, I was hip to that one. I knew that one.
Yeah, I wasn't hip to that.
Yeah, I knew that.
I learned something new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you could do chest compressions, I think, or vice versa, and it could get your heart going, which will get your lungs going, or to get your lungs going, which will get your heart going.
Yeah.
From the actual compressions is what it is. It's like a pulse.
We've been lied to our whole lives. All right, check this out. Camels' humps store water.
No, I knew. Well, see, the dude I used to subcontract for had camels, so I knew what the purpose was.
No, but a lot of people have that misconception that camels' humps store water.
Yeah.
We were fed bullshit.
Right, in the desert and hot and all that stuff.
So it says, unfortunately, no camels aren't built like some sort of weird living super soldier. Their humps are filled with regular old fat. It's their unique blood cells that let them store more water than other animals.
Yeah. And when they're not needed, they lay over like a shark's fin if they don't have to use them.
Yeah.
So and they like to spit on you. They're assholes.
Yeah, there are.
Like I know this for a fact. And don't get in a fight with an alpaca. I had to fight one from my damn check one day.
Was that an alpaca or was that a llama?
There was both there, but the alpaca was named Poseidon, and he chased me.
Black
He stole. Look, that motherfucker chased me around the tractor, like somebody running around the car, back and forth. And then he could put his head over it, so he kept trying to get me. Motherfucker went over there and snatched up my Dunkin' and still chased me. And I gave him my Dunkin'. I know what he wanted. He wanted coffee because I gave him coffee one day, and then he tried to beat me up and take it the next day. And then I had to run through the mud, slipping it. Nah, man, this dude used to come up. Like, you had to pull in this driveway, walk through this property where the animals were filled in to get to the house, like Noah's Ark.
And they were just running free.
Nah, bro, I used to have to grab a stick. Everybody was cool. The camels, all that shit. The pigs, all that shit. The ostriches, all that stuff. The emus. That damn alpaca, he needed one of them chains that said Thug Life. You know how many people he come up to and, like, would kick him on the ground and stomp him out, bro? Like, he was violent for real. He'd grab you up by the back of your shit and slam you on the ground. Like, nah, hell with that. We don't condone that. I ain't even going to say it. What's up, Mariana? What's up, Richard? But, yeah. Nah. They're not nice. Camels, none of them things like that. Why are you looking all crazy like that?
This one. Oh, boy.
He said this one.
Oh, boy. All right. So, this one says, myth. Human traffickers are almost always men.
Red flag.
Yes, that is a hot red flag.
Because that's definitely a myth, because the women's used from all the documentaries, they're the ones that sucker them in.
Reality. Female traffickers make up a large part of all human traffickers.
Yeah, because they're more trusted to kids and stuff.
So it says 37% of traffickers are female, which is pretty large share when compared to other crimes. Female traffickers mostly target women and children because they're most trustworthy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen videos of that where they're doing that.
That's wild.
And it'd be the females doing that. Yeah. But it would make sense if you was the criminal to hire a female, you know. Because the kid's gonna think motherly figure, things of that nature. She's like, she ain't gonna harm me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's.
But all y'all need to burn in that place and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like, sick fucks.
You know, I seen this reel earlier, and this chick was like, "Hey, yo, man, you need to tuck your chain in, or you go get robbed." Right?
Right.
So dude's like, "Oh, good looking out." Goes to tuck his chain in. She's like, "Better come off that chain."
She robs his ass. Yeah, we do not condone that.
Do not condone that. Could I get a light?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, it was funny, but I mean that's you they're trusting.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, the women that have drug dudes, robbed them, things of that nature. Like,
right.
It's because women are more nurturing looking, sounding, acting. So yeah, you let your guard down, or it'd be that Paducah dunk be having people doing stupid shit, getting themselves got. Man's weakness.
Yeah. All right, here's one. Myth. Found fingerprints on a crime scene. Bingo. Reality. There are no true consensus as to how and if fingerprints forensics really work. All right, to break that down in layman's terms, if they find fingerprints at a crime scene, they can't pinpoint.
I was going to say, because you could definitely use fingerprints, and they definitely are unique, so you're not going to tell me. And if your fingerprints are in a database, they could definitely run them and match them.
Think of how many fingerprints
on a certain place, right?
How many people, you know, have come over to visit and, you know, touch stuff and
yeah, I get that.
I mean, like, think about that, man.
But if you find a random fingerprint on the damn windowsill from the day before, you know, that's different though, and they get it clear and match it in the system, that's different. So, but yeah, no, I like you said, shit smudge, so many people touching the same area.
Touching the same thing.
Yeah, you get like 50 different prints and all that.
Right.
Yeah, no, I understand that completely.
So, I mean, that's what it's pretty much saying. It's not a definitive,
right,
you know, end all be all, because I mean, people touch surfaces so many times.
Yeah.
Unless you're cleaning off something hella good, and you know you accidentally leave a fingerprint behind on that.
Right.
It's not plausible there.
Yeah, no.
That's kind of crazy.
Like for certain things, like door handles, doors, shit like that, car handles. Yeah, like no, hell no, steering wheels.
Yeah. I mean that's a lot of surfaces that you know other people's hands have been on, and
right.
You know, I mean,
your butt crack, all that shit like that.
Just like that. We're gonna get flagged for bullying.
I wasn't bullying. I was just speaking the truth.
It's bullying.
Red flag. That's
Red
that
flag.
victimization shit right there. We do not condone that or gaslighting.
Now, I thought this one for the longest time just because of movie myths. All right, myth. Chloroform can knock you out in seconds.
It's not seconds, but it can knock you out.
It could. All right, is it suffocation or is it actually knocking you out?
No.
It takes 5 minutes for chloroform to work.
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you where the misconception is with the movies. Minus it being the movies, for chloroform to knock you out almost instantly or in a couple seconds, it has to be gassed. If that makes sense.
So it says reality. Try 5 minutes a time before somebody's knocked out with chloroform.
Yeah, no, you
know how much of a struggle somebody's going to put up in a 5-minute time period?
You might as well just jump on their back and wrap around them.
Right.
And they still go slam you all over the place when they're running out of breath. At that point, I think you're just suffocating them till they pass out.
Yeah.
And we do not condone that.
Like Richard said here, it'll kill you.
Yeah.
Like if you, and we don't condone that. We don't condone using chloroform or nobody. Don't do it.
I lost it. I delivered it to the office. I don't know. Schools are weird. They're weird. The schools are weird.
All right, so it says, while chloroform has been used in murder cases, it doesn't have an immediate effect on damp cloth over one's face. It will take around 5 minutes to kick in, and there will still be a lot of kicking it in the victim.
So what are we using in the movies then?
Yeah, you might as well just knock somebody out.
It's less of a struggle, but we do not condone this.
We don't condone that. We don't condone none of this. We just reading off
red flag. This instant death. My dude told me he's in. Oh, he said it's instant death. If you make somebody breathe it in like that, yeah.
Insta death.
Wow. Yeah, we don't condone that.
Insta death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, no. Okay, that's not even something I want to try to play with. I might accidentally off myself.
That's the thing. All right, so why do they use it in movies so often, knowing somebody's going to try to use chloroform on somebody?
What if you try to use it and you instant-death yourself before you get to the person on accident?
Right. That sounds like a whole bad day.
That's like putting
knocked out
poison or cyanide and something, and you grab a wrong drink.
Right.
Yeah, that's all bad. We don't condone that.
They knocked out, they dead.
Right. That's wild.
That's wild.
But I always thought that was true up until now, to an extent, so. I knew it took a while, like it wasn't a couple seconds, but I didn't know it'd take no 5 minutes, and nor did I know you could insta-death a motherfucker with it.
Okay, well, all right, here's what this says. It says, in real murder cases, victims were usually tricked into taking anesthetics or given drugs prior to getting chloroform. So
they were already...
Murder cases.
Yeah, so they were already...
Drugs, hit them with the chloroform and killed them.
Right. He said, Mortal Kombat fatality. Finish them. Finishing her or whatever he says.
Wow. Okay, this one. Myth. State with the most serial killers must be Florida or California.
Florida's involved in everything.
Florida is involved in everything.
They make all the best citizens.
Okay, so the reality of this, it's nowhere where you think it is.
I can't answer that question for you because that's a red flag that you're even asking that question, and we do not condone that.
Where do you think the most serial killers are?
True.
It's not even close to where you think it is.
I would think like Alaska or maybe somewhere more up north and secluded, to be technical.
It was. The reality is Alaska has the most serial killers.
I'm going to tell you what would bring me to that conclusion because of the insanity. Like, I know that our weather up here makes us the way we are, makes us, they say, statistically more depressed, and our emotions fluctuate more because we go through all the seasons and we get hit harder than everybody else. Plus, you got to think the insanity part of 6 months of daylight, 6 months of darkness, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then you got to think of the seclusion and everything else and the things you can get away with and things of that nature. So, yeah, there's going to be some bored people when you ain't got no friends and nothing to do and you're in dark or light for 6 months. And people are going to start doing things that don't seem right.
Hey, my guy.
What?
Are you a serial killer?
If I was, I wouldn't tell you. But there's another fun fact about serial killers. They say, listen.
Flag, man. Like you had
they say you meet like 3 of them in your life, and the fun fact is they don't off you.
Are you a serial killer, bro?
No, but I watch a lot of documentaries.
Like that was a whole lot of information.
I like reality TV.
And a whole lot of.
It wasn't. It was a psychological. What do you want to call that? That the cops do.
A whole lot of
it was a profile, is what it was. Yeah, cold and wet, things like that. More stress. See, at least some people got enough knowledge to know what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying.
You're still breathing, aren't you? So get over it and move on. You're putting too much attention on it. Like, Jesus. And wouldn't it be funny if it was true and I just said that to you too? Can we continue before they're knocking on my door?
Right.
You got them thinking crazy shit.
Right. All right. Myth. Fresh produce is healthier than canned or frozen.
You're not going to tell me fresh isn't. Okay, I can get it in some ways that like they wash it, take the pesticides off of it, things like that, but they're still being preserved in a can in a certain way too.
Yeah, but all right, let's get into this. All right, fact. Preserved foods have more nutrients.
Probably because they're put in there, right, or something like that.
Okay, so unless you're harvesting your fruits and vegetables from your own garden, that fresh produce has likely traveled over a distance before landing on your table. During that time, it has lost vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. Freezing and canning stops the loss because it locks in nutrients.
Well, I'm going to tell you why that don't pertain to us here in Ohio, because most of our stuff is grown here in Ohio that's fresh produce.
Right.
So we ain't got to worry. But they're pesticides, yes. All that, yes.
And, if you're not traveling a long distance,
But how often do you really, okay, no, but how often do you see, like, you don't see the side of the road stands much no more. Every once in a while, there's
every
one.
once in a while.
Yeah. That would probably be the freshest, I would think, without all the in-between and stuff happening to it and everything else. Minus pesticides that they've been hit with to keep the bugs away and things like that.
Right. This one bugs me.
He said, I do more home cooking than box dinners, and it's actually cheaper. Well, yeah.
All right, I got to cook a myth for you then, because this one bugs the hell out of me. All right, it says a little oil in your boiling water will keep your pasta from sticking.
I never heard that.
Well, yeah, I have. Right? So, fact. It won't. It will just block the sauces. Okay, so when you add oil to pasta water, it just floats at the top and does nothing for the pasta. So you still get clumpy pasta.
So it defeats the purpose.
It defeats the purpose.
That's crazy. Now you're going to tell me butter in the pan ain't going to stop my eggs and stuff from sticking.
Depending on your pan.
I'm done with you people. It's all blasphemy.
It is.
It had changed my whole life, told me everything I knew was wrong. No.
Okay, here's one. Dieting. Myth.
I've been dieting my whole life, if you ain't noticed.
You should eat calorie-burning foods.
Say that again to me.
Dieting. You should eat calorie-burning foods.
So, okay, what you just told me makes me think this. So you're telling me there's food out there that I can eat that burns calories like I'm exercising?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, that's what that just said to me.
That's what that just said. That's the myth. Okay.
Calorie-burning food.
There's no such thing.
I was going to say, if foods give you calories, how the hell is you eating calorie-burning foods?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so-called negative calorie foods tend to be some sort of fruit, vegetable that supposedly contains fewer calories than it takes to digest it.
He said, I've been dieting for 41 years. Yeah, me too, like 44.
Yeah, I'm wasting away over here.
That's what I'm saying. I done lost weight over the years.
Yeah, I'm wasting away.
I need to get me some weight. I need to build jack myself. C4 energy drinks. C4? I don't even know what C4 energy drink.
That is
celery.
Pre-workout.
Celery burns.
C4 makes your body feel like there's fireworks going off in it. It's not good.
I'm not hip to that.
If you don't have nothing to do,
what's up, Cindy?
You take that C4, you're gonna go crazy.
So you're telling me celery burns calories as I eat it? Maybe because of
water.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just about to say.
Mostly water.
If you cook cabbage, tomatoes, onions, and whatever veggies you eat more, but burn more calories, but burn more calories because there's not much in it. I don't get it.
See, a lot of that stuff is a lot of water-based stuff.
Well, that's probably why it's saying it's burning calories. It's probably more or less flushing your system.
Huh.
But that's crazy sounding to me. Like, that just, I don't know.
Right.
Don't make a whole lot of sense to me.
This one. Lobsters scream when you boil them.
No, but they sure do be flopping around.
Yeah, see, I've never boiled a lobster, so.
I can hear a lobster screaming, but it probably ain't the lobster screaming. It's probably the pressure breaking out and whistling.
Yeah, what you hear is escaping steam.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So, yeah, I heard they make a sound when you boil them, but.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Then chewing it burns more calories than what's in it. Okay, because you are using muscles. Okay, so that would make sense to me. So you burn more eating than anything. Okay. Facts. Hide pre-workout is crazy. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I am not hip to that one. I know C4, though.
I don't know what that is either.
I took that shit one time, and like I said, it feels like fireworks are going off in your body.
Well, because you're like me.
If you don't have nothing to do, you're going to go crazy because it feels like fireworks are going off.
So that shit was messed up?
Yeah, exactly.
Had you felt like you was on 50 energy drinks and a pot of coffee?
Right.
He said, I was ready to run the block, bro.
At my house when I'm drinking coffee, man. That shit had me on 100.
That's funny.
Oh, man, I got to do something.
That's super funny.
It was wild, man.
Sex burns good. It does, but it tears me up, too, sometimes at the same time nowadays. Like, I'll wake up the next day. You know how I used to be like, yeah, I'm going to blow her back out. Nowadays, I got to think about it, get some rest, and I go do it, and I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, damn, she blew my back out. And I can't even stand up straight and shit. Like, what the fuck?
That's called old age, man.
Yeah, that's old age. Definitely old age.
That's called old age.
I probably do burn some calories. That's why I've been losing weight all these years.
That's old age right there, man.
Yeah. Now you definitely gotta pick and choose your battles and your your pleasures nowadays.
Right.
Because you might be laid up for a week after that. Especially when you start doing the chandelier backflip, one leg this way, that way, and you get like you act like you 22 again because you was drunk that night, and you wake up the next day,
too old for that.
And it feel like somebody beat your ass and put you in a contortion fucking thing or something like that.
I'm too old for that. I am not trying that.
Yeah, no, I'm cool. We do not condone that. Red flag. If you're 40 plus, do not do that. Red flag.
Do not do that.
No, it's fun for the moment, but you're going to regret it when you wake up.
That is not for you.
Right, yeah, too much pleasure can hurt. I'm a firm believer of that.
That is not for you.
Nah, definitely ain't the thing to do.
All right, this one. Turkey makes you sleepy.
Itis makes you sleepy. And
yes,
turkey does have itis in it.
Okay. So it says that was a myth. Turkey makes you sleepy. Fact. It's the big meal that does it. So it's the itis.
Yeah, you're getting full. It's the itis, yeah.
Like you just ate too damn much.
He said, I'm 47, ready for a nympho. You must have stroked it. You must have stroked it a lot in your life or something, and you just fiending. Okay, you don't know what you need, and when you get that, you go wish you did get that.
No, I'm red flagging that right the hell.
You better quit doing anything you do, pre-workout every day, all that stuff. Yeah, red flag. I'm calling bullshit on that.
Red flag that.
You don't.
40 plus, stop that shit.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that.
You don't want that.
Somebody need to say that boy right now.
Yeah, that's not the business, man. That is not the business.
No.
That is all bad.
I mean, but maybe, I don't know, because I somewhat, know him and, know him from the past and things too. So, and he was always a hard worker, almost like one of them Amish boys, kind of built the same way, so he might be still,
I don't care how built you are, man. You 40 plus years old, you gonna hurt yourself.
Running like dude on South Central drinking gin and juice.
That's funny.
Oh.
Smells like teen spirit.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that smells like.
It's going to smell like teen spirit until his ass falls over and can't get up in the morning all broke up and stiff. I ain't going to lie. Like, there's some things I don't even try to accomplish no more because, I've tried it a couple times since back in the day. And, it just don't work out the same the next day afterwards.
Yeah, you'd be hurting.
I used to, like I used to have, how everybody got their own little thing when they do their thing, they different positions, throwing shit around, all that shit. Now, my list getting shorter and shorter now, less and less positions, all that stuff.
Said, I'm back.
Right.
We be doing this, and this.
I'm over here like, look, I ain't even moving. It does that and whatever you want to do with it. Like, I ain't trying to break myself in half.
Right. All right, this one, myth.
What's up, Ryan?
You could see the Great Wall of China from the moon.
No, we talked about this on another show.
We talked about this on another show.
Yeah, you can't. Same as drinking and or getting less than 6 hours of sleep. See, that's another problem I have. I only get like 4 to 5 a night if I'm lucky. WrestleMania 5,000. What does this turn into, a porn show tonight? Softcore porn?
We Dr. Ruth in it.
Hey, that lady would have got paid nowadays. She would have went super viral.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Dr. Ruth was informative.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so.
Some people are built different, though. Some people do got different stamina. Some people got more energy than others. Some people are just doing hot rails and thinking they can do whatever until they wake up the next day, like I said. I be getting that, look, a couple shots of goose, I get loose. Goose always gets you loose.
Hey, man.
Wake up in the morning, sore from head to toe. Yeah, we don't condone that. We don't condone that. None of that stuff that zooms down the road unless it's a car or a bike or something like that.
Stop doing rails off a stripper's stomach. Stop.
Right. It was only fun when you was young. You can't have midlife crises and be doing that now.
That is bad for you.
Yes. Definitely not healthy. Health facts with Ray and Eugene.
Right. That's funny. All right, so the Great Wall of China, yeah. So it says you can barely see it from Earth's orbit, and conditions have to be perfect.
Well, yeah, I'm sure.
That's lower Earth's orbit.
Right. No clouds in the way, none of that. He says, smoke 2 joints in the morning, smoke 2 joints. I just light blunts, bro. Because, I ain't got to smoke it all. I can light it, put it out, light it, put it out. It'll last me a little bit, depending on the day. Couple blunts, 100 blunts. Just depends.
Oh, all right. So I just hit the perfect factoid for you guys. Because you're on
don't ruin nothing. If it's something, don't ruin it if it has to do with my marijuana or my high.
Okay. It doesn't, but you'll get a kick out of this.
I was going to say, you could kill my whole vibe.
All right, so it says, everybody knows that Jamaica is a stoner country, right?
Okay. A majority of it isn't, though.
It's not.
I know that just because the people I know.
It says Jamaica strictly banned all forms of marijuana.
Yeah.
2015.
Smoke weed every day.
They allow only 2 ounces per person.
Jamaica?
Jamaica.
Damn, we're more than that now.
In comparison to Colorado, legalized marijuana sooner than Jamaica.
That's a red flag. Eugene, how long have you smoked cigarettes? Somebody is asking. It's been at least 30 years for me. 30.
A long time.
It's been 25 to 30 years for me. I need to quit for real.
It's been about 20 years.
But I just found out your lungs are one of the only organs that can completely regenerate themselves. And I always thought once you smoke and fucked them up, they were messed up after that. It takes a while, but they do heal themselves. If that helps anybody quit smoking.
I stop, and I should stop because I'm almost damn near 50, so I should, quit that. But
yeah,
easier said than done.
True facts. I agree on that. Agreed.
And all right, fun fact for you. All right, Jamaica, the Rastafarian population makes up 1% of Jamaica.
So only 1% of Jamaica is smoking weed. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, pretty much.
That I wouldn't have believed at all.
Like the Rastafarian community is tiny.
Probably nowadays, yeah, it's got a lot smaller.
Tiny.
Yes, sir. Lungs do heal themselves. I'm speaking on having a bullet pass through mine, and I smoke a pack and a half a day. Yeah, he kind of got played.
Bullet and through you.
Yeah,
smoke.
It's not my business, but you know, I hear all kinds of shit from everybody. From what I heard, a scary little motherfucker popped his ass that was supposed to be doing hand-to-hand combat and called him out. I might be wrong. This is his life, but that's just what I heard. And instead of fighting, the bitch shot. But we do not condone that.
We don't.
But I could be wrong because you know how stories are. But that's another story and not my business. If he wants to tell it, he can tell it.
Right.
But yeah, but the lung thing, like, the reason I never really put a lot of thought into stopping smoking is because I thought once you messed your lungs up, they were messed up.
That was it. Yeah.
Right. It. So now that I heard that, I've had a lot more thought into, stopping smoking now that I know that.
You really start healing within that first week.
He said I ain't wrong. All right. So at least I heard the right story.
Right.
But
okay, myth.
Good thing you're here, though. That's a good thing.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's definitely a blessing.
Myth. Siberia is a frozen wasteland.
Not all of it. It's kind of like the myth that it don't snow in Cali and Cali's all sunshine.
See, that's what I thought. All right, so reality. Parts of Siberia have beautiful summers. Novosibirsk reached 87 degrees.
In Siberia?
In Siberia.
I never thought it would get that hot though. So yeah, that's a crazy one to me.
Summer. Yeah, that's a nice.
That's better than a lot of our summers lately.
Right.
On most of the days.
All summer.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that at all. Yeah, I just learned a lot about the lung too, so it gave me a whole different outlook.
Right about that, Alexander.
What do you say?
Probably right about that.
Oh, the birds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. True that.
And they right off to the left of me. You're probably right about that.
I mean.
But I mean, they've been.
You see that now where they say there's third-hand smoke now, and they're talking about the yellow on your walls and your curtains. They say all that can affect people too now.
No, that's what they told us when we brought our son home.
And now they're saying third is worse than second.
Which is
but
crazy.
I'm like, so many people do it. I said, why? I might as well smoke. It's the least out of all of them. Like, but yeah. Yeah, we only got like 7 more minutes anyway.
Yeah, I want to hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
I ain't gonna lie, almost all these are new to me.
What, these facts?
Yeah, misconceptions that I would have thought, like the milk one's really been stuck in my head since the beginning of the show and bugging me that since I drank so much milk, I'm more brittle now instead of stronger. Almost like the government was setting us up to be brittle at this age.
Right.
Like, that's crazy to me.
All right, I only got a couple more of these. All right, so myth.
Getting liquid in their lungs.
What?
Y'all be safe and have a good night. You too, Richard. Yellow inside your car windshield. Yeah, that's all smoke stuff. Yep. How about them vapes? I don't do the vapes. I did the weed vapes when they first came out for like 2 years, and then I quit because of that watery, congested effect and all of that. I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, that's not for me.
I don't like drowning in my own spit and shit like that. And yeah,
right.
I'm cool.
All right, so this one, myth. Madagascar is all jungle, primitive tribes.
I knew that was a lie because I watched Madagascar, the cartoon, and I know what goes on there. And King Julian rides with me in my Honda all the time on my dash, so you could tell me nothing. He's my role model.
All right, reality. This is what it actually is. All right, it has a thriving economy with its own airlines, 5-star hotels, and shopping malls. The capital city, Antananarivo, has a population of 1.4 million.
A fun fact, the one Madagascar movie that was made around the airplane was because of that.
Yeah.
Like...
Wow, all right, it showed a picture of the city. It's really pretty.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I knew that.
Well,
it's like they portray Afghanistan to be all mud huts and all clay huts, and they got big-ass thriving cities that put our cities to shit, bro, the way they look so clean and so pretty and sparkly and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, that's how they show a lot of Africa, too. You know, it's nothing but mud huts and this and that. They have
tribes and people and animal skin. Yeah. No, I'm hip. They lied to us. They lied.
They did. All right. Oh, speaking of which, all right. So when you hear of third world countries, you imagine poor countries. It doesn't actually indicate a country's financial prowess at all.
I just had a funny epiphany, though. You think other countries portray us to be all messed up like that, like they show our bums and druggies in the street and be like, this is how everyday Americans live.
Yes,
that's funny.
Oh, man, I seen a reel on that.
What's up, Christina?
You know, that's how other countries...
That's funny. So we're just all trying to shame. We just point out the bad things, like that's how we all live.
Right.
That's funny. That's kind of hilarious.
Whole life is a lie.
That's funny. Or they just show all the negative stuff.
Right. Yeah.
They show the crackheads getting high, and they're like, Americans wake up every day and grab their glass pipe, and this is the first thing they do.
And that's how a lot of countries show us.
That's funny.
You know, I mean, like, it's either that or everybody.
I mean, but let's be real. Let's be
in the air like
let's be real, okay? Let's come to reality and let's be real. And I bet you can't. None of y'all can call me on this one. Every American does some type of something to escape some type of drug, whether it affects them in a way that turns them into a crackhead or if they can still live everyday life. You know, everybody drinks, everybody, you know, somebody might drink, somebody might pop pills, somebody might smoke weed, somebody might do crack, heroin, whatever. But they're not far off because every American does do something, smokes a cigarette, does something, you know what I'm saying?
We all have
but not every American is out there, you know, piping off to get their thing, robbing houses, things of that nature.
Our country lets us get away.
You might be right about that. Every country, period, or human, period, you're probably right. You have to release somehow, other than busting a nut.
But our country lets us get away with all that.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, because they get paid off of it. Our country does it to set us up so they can put us in drug rehabs, jail, things of that nature. But that's a whole nother story.
Some countries you can't get alcohol, you can't get cigarettes, you can't get marijuana, you can't get none of that.
Yeah.
So, you know, they
Amsterdam legalized everything, and all their crime pretty much went away.
Yeah, you can't do that here. You can't do that here.
No, I mean, you could, but then, like, you know, drug dealers, all that, everybody's going to be out of business, and they're going to have to find a new way.
Right.
Our brains are too advanced to stay sober, in my opinion. Yeah. I agree with that. And we go through too much not to have to deal with reality if this is reality like that. Like, you have to have a break, whether it's sleeping... something, you know, like, you know, getting your sleep every day and getting your, you know, your food every day and your normal shit's one thing. But if you don't have something to calm you or soothe you every now and then, you might as well say F it, because you're either going to freak out and do something crazy or you're going to die.
Right. All right. This is the last one I'm doing here. All right. Myth. Somalia has the highest rate of piracy in the world.
They don't?
They don't. Reality. The piracy rate in Somalia has dropped significantly since 2013. Now most pirate attacks take place in Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia.
Oh, Eugene, get him on that one, please. We just talked about that a couple shows back, and it really pertains to this show.
Yeah, that is an actual myth. Your brain...
I don't want to be the one to do it.
Right, your brain functions at 100. A lot of the stuff that's functioning, though, is autopilot stuff, like blinking, breathing,
walking,
your heart going.
Yeah, the basic shit.
You know, this autopilot stuff that's going on, and you know, that you take for granted, that you don't realize is going on behind the scenes.
Right.
But yeah, we use 100% though.
Because I always argue with them about how we only use 10% of our brain, or 9%, or what they used to say.
Right.
Police station. What? He said, place close to Spain, you can have 2 ounces of drugs in the police station.
What?
Why though? What are you getting? You getting high with the police?
Right.
Like, I don't get that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, that was my last fact.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Got you. Well, thanks for the facts. See, I like that, man. That's how I learn things. But I also go research it before I take a motherfucker for his word, though, too, just in case. But yeah, no, I like people like that. But that's why I made that other show. Make sure you guys go and add that Knowledge is Offensive YouTube that I made, because it pertains around stuff like that. But yeah, that one blows my mind though, because I thought that my whole life too. 10%, 10%.
Yeah,
like they shoved it down my. And I used to always be like, imagine if we can use the rest of our brain, the things we could do. Like levitation and moving blocks and hearing people's thoughts and, yeah, flying through the air and, right, things like that.
I got you.
Right. Other than that, you guys know how we do this. We do it every other night after 9 p.m. They have decriminalized all drugs. Yes. I have to, yeah, right, though, exactly. I like people that like to learn and don't get offended by stuff.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, remember we do this every other night after 9 p.m. What else do we got? You guys, subjects. When you see us put them posts up,
subjects.
We want to know what you guys want to talk about, so we keep your attention and keep you guys, you know what I'm saying, in it with us.
Sure.
That's why we ask for them subjects. Other than that, check out the Antithesis album that's out on all platforms. Remember, go add the Knowledge is Offensive YouTube. It's on my YouTube. You can get the link, or on my Facebook. The link's on there. You can get it from there. Bad knowledge is good knowledge. Well, bad knowledge is good knowledge if you learn it, if you use it to learn from it.
Right.
But yes, I agree with that also, in an oxymoron type of way. But that's another story. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Oh, yeah. Make sure you like on your way in, on your way out. Remember, if you came in here late, once we're off, you can go back, watch it from the beginning. If you missed the other shows, you can watch them. Share, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We appreciate it. Remember, rest in peace, Kylie. It's been 4 years. We miss you. We love you. What else? I'm missing something else. Oh, yeah, the most important thing of all about the show. Damn. We definitely appreciate you guys coming on here every night when we come on here.
But most definitely, we appreciate you.
Right. We definitely do. Other than that, peace till the next time.